What's up, everybody? This is Platinum Quest and stuff. So this is a short series of Destiny beta gameplay videos. This first one is on, I think it's on the Rusted Lands Earth map that was only open for 2 hours. I'm hoping to get this video up soon. Anyways, so basically in this video and in the following videos, there's two things I'm going to do. I'm going to commentate, obviously, on my gameplay, but I'd also like to talk a little bit about fitness. I'm an advocate for gamers who want to be healthy because there's a common misperception that we are absolutely lazy, which can be true to some extent, I guess. I know I'm doing this instead of going outside today, but that's fine because I'm really excited for Destiny. But I tried doing this with a live stream on Twitch a little while ago, and it was like an hour long, and I did it with Warframe. And one of the problems was I didn't really have anything to talk about because it's supposed to be conversational and answer questions and things like that, which I know probably won't happen. Oh, just kidding. This isn't on Rusted Lands. This is on Mars. Anyways, so I'm gonna try to start with an introduction for myself and for fitness. I've already introduced myself. And I'll try to throw that in there here and there while I talk about Destiny, because if I talk about Destiny, I'll have something to talk about when watching the video.
Time to fight, Guardians. Capture all zones.
Starting with a scout rifle here. I am by no means great at Destiny. I'm okay at it. I would say at best I'm okay. Oh man, I wish I had the other clip of me playing on this map, because like the first 5 minutes I tried jumping through a window that was close there and I couldn't get through. It was the most ridiculous thing. I was just so inept at jumping. So this is I went straight for B. It's not something I personally do very often. Except on Venus, I go straight to B, and on the Moon I actually avoid B. I hope I got some gameplay of that too. But yeah, so one of the projects I'm working on right now is on an app. I'm learning the Android API and all that, and I'm trying to create an app for being able to metabolically profile yourself, get a good picture of your overall metabolic health. Yeah, and basically the app it'll take your whatever information you enter, so your height, weight, and it's optional, but your body, no, not me, and your body composition if you know it, and then what it'll do is it'll spit out a weighted average of your resting metabolic rate using different formulas. So really quick about the gameplay. This is a very typical start for me. Some of the other videos I might upload, I'll be on a hot streak, and those are very atypical. I'm not amazing, and that's like a beautiful opportunity. It's too bad I didn't have my supercharged or anything, or a grenade. That was probably the stupidest move I could have made, was just sit there. Yeah. So the purpose of the app is to give you a visual representation of how metabolically healthy you are. Now that's obviously not going to be FDA approved because there's a lot of really stringent things for that, but basic metabolic health is determined by basically how inefficient your metabolism is. Layne Norton covered this. I'll put a description, a link in the description, and I'll put a caption on the video. But basically, he's talking about how everyone thinks of efficiency as a good thing, but for metabolism, it's a bad thing. It means that you need that you don't need as many calories to eat to go on, which means that the another way of saying that is it takes more work for you to burn fat because your metabolism is so low. So because you can function on such a low metabolism, your body doesn't really need much more. So the more you eat, the easier you're going to store fat. That's a very fractured, poorly articulated way to explain it. But yeah, that's basically why metabolic efficiency or inefficiency is important in terms of sustainable long-term fat loss goals. I don't know how many other like fitness gamers, fitness nut gamers are out there, so I don't know how many people are gonna care what I'm talking about. They might just watch the video. That's fine. But if you are interested in that, I might be doing I might have to do a beta test eventually to make sure everything's working okay. And if you'd like to do that, then you can send me a message on YouTube or just leave a comment below. I'll try to keep that in mind when I get closer to release. Granted, I'm still learning, so it might take a little while. So yeah, I mean, that's a very basic breakdown of, I guess, metabolic health. That was unintentional going into that.
Secure.
But I mean, if you've ever tried to lose weight and then you've sort of rebounded and you started eating again, you'll notice that once you try to lose weight again, it's much harder, and that's because oh man, that was a great shot on that person's part. And it's much harder to lose weight the second time around. You might notice this, and the reason for that is because oftentimes when you rebound, you eat excessive and you overeat and you binge, and what happens is your body starts to store fat like a machine, right? And then after it stores fat for a little while, and you decide, okay, I want to go back to where I was before. Again, this is part of Layne Norton's video. Then if you go straight back to the diet you're doing before, instead of slowly tapering off your calories, what happens is your body goes into survival mode and actually stores fat even more so, because it's saying, hey, this is a rapid change in our intake, so we need to protect ourselves, and it's going to be much harder to lose fat when you do such a shocking changing caloric intake. Yes. Yeah, this was actually pretty cool being able to play this. I played it almost the full 2 hours, I think. I stopped 10 minutes in. I was lucky enough to get enough marks in this where I got a really awesome like flag thing for armor decoration for my Titan, which looks pretty badass. The one complaint I have, and it's going to be a silly complaint, but the one complaint I have is that the radar on the upper left, it's almost, it gives you too much. If Bungie, if for whatever reason you decide to listen to this, good for you, but the radar, like, you know where everyone's going to be, and that's not even if they're shooting, right? That's even if they're just moving around. So I'm wondering if it should be rebalanced so you can only see the red marks if someone's sprinting or shooting, or if someone doesn't appear at all if they're crouching, because there was times where I had really awesome kill streaks, but it was only because I saw where everybody was.
Enemy captured Zone B.
And this video is definitely not indicative of that type of thing, because I'm not doing so hot in this match, I don't think. Yeah. Oh, I can't tell you how many times I do that. I throw the flashbang and then I land right on it. See, I'm 1795. That's okay. I hope one of the captures I got was I had 2 matches in a row where I was the highest scoring player, which felt pretty good. And I had some really other good matches that I thought I recorded, but for whatever reason, when you press the share button on the PS4, sometimes it doesn't record the whole clip. I got like a 4-second clip, and I was like, what the hell is this? This isn't what I recorded. Yeah, so on this map, I typically use scout rifle. Actually, almost always use scout rifle. I tried using a pulse rifle and I got my ass kicked pretty hard. So I was like, okay, scout rifle it is. And then on rusted lands on Earth, pulse rifle works okay. Scout rifle, a little bit better with the scout rifle. But the rate of fire, because the pulse rifle that I have right now, oh, that was actually okay. The pulse rifle that I have right now is actually equivalent damage to my scout rifle. So since it has a high rate of fire, it makes sense for me to use it, because obviously more damage per second. But I couldn't cope on this map with it. Alright, well, the commentary got cut off so there's obviously an awkward pause. What I finished with was that I use a machine rifle, auto rifle. I use an auto rifle on Venus. Yeah, because and the moon. Man, it sucks losing track of what you're talking about. Well, I guess the good news is I originally got cut off because I wanted to cover one last basic thing about nutrition. And again, I'm probably not going to be able to cover it, but I'll lead into the next video. In the next video, I'll talk about macronutrients, what macronutrients are. And I'll talk about exercise in particular and sort of the balance between the two, because there's a lot of misperceptions around that too. I'm really hoping that when I'm editing this that I can figure out on PlayStation how to friggin' lower the gameplay audio, because when I watch it back and I can't hear my damn self. But other than that, I really like Share Factory for the most part. Other than that one particular thing, it just drives me nuts. Yeah, so I did okay in this match. I ended with I think it was a 1.65 kill death. Let's take a look. 1.45 and some shitty armor. They sell you on playing this for 2 hours, but I only got one piece of gear that was great, and I can't use it until level 20, and the level cap is at level 8. Well, anyways, thank you so much for stopping by and watching. See you in the next video.